Okay, so I'm gonna send this to my niece. I'm gonna send this to my 15-year-old niece who just turned 15. And well, I don't have too much of a relationship with you, but you know the the times and the moments that I get to express myself and say, "Hey, Mija, how you doing?" and things like that. Those really mean a lot. But ultimately, lastly, I know you just turned 15, and I wanted to record this message, to get across to you an idea that I've been working on. You know, I thought to buy you some AirPods, which is still in the back of my mind, as soon as, I just get back up financially and whatnot. And with that, I was thinking I wanted to get you some AirPods just so you can pick up on on what I've been working on when it has to do with audiobooks. And the reason I focus, when what it has to do with audiobooks is that there's this there's this this thing that I'm doing when it has to do with the audiobooks. I have the Amazon audiobook, app and service, so I get to listen to books. But the way I do it is why it works so well. So, pretty much with these AirPods, I also have the Apple Watch, which doesn't require for me to carry my phone around. And well, it's compatible with the Amazon audiobooks. So, with that, I pretty much pick up on books and whatnot. Right now, I'm listening to a whole lot of financial, books and whatnot. And what I do is while I'm working and whatnot, I got my earplugs, and I'm plugged in with these books. I recite them 2, 3 times out of the week. Usually I was just reading the last book, which was 8 hours or listening, and the book was called Rich Dad Poor Dad. But there's more books that are coming in with that. But it's just the concept of it. I hope that you know, I can, get this message across and get you to understand, how important it is, not just to read books, but also to become financially just, you know, intelligent or understanding, what it takes to actually be able to learn a few things. But this is a different way of learning and whatnot. And the way it works for me is I listen to it once or twice or 3 times out of the week, or every week I have a book that I listen to 2, 3 times, 4 times, maybe in that week. And then next week I'll jump to a different title and things like that. But it's an idea, it's a thought, and I thought you would benefit a whole lot from that. And hopefully sooner than later, I'd be able to get you these AirPods and things like that. But at the moment, still working on it. But you know, I guess we can say, coming soon. So, but besides the point, I listen to these audiobooks. All in the meantime, I'm doing what I need to be doing, working and whatnot. And well, it works really good because it's all hands up, hands off or whatever. My watches, what I'm saying, and then my AirPods. But it's gonna come around pretty soon. It's just that you know I had to express you know what I think when it has to do with that. But yeah. So anyhow, um I hope that you can learn from this, and all at the same time, I will kind of just let you know what I'm reading. You don't have to read what I read, but it's in most cases, it's something to fill me in on information when it has to do with investing and putting my money in the right places and not just throwing my money away and whatnot. But there's a whole lot of topics and a whole lot of just subjects and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully this really does just kind of just help and opens your mind up to the possibilities of things and whatnot. And this is just what I'm doing now. And I hope that you can, you know, learn from this and pick this up and, get this going. Nonetheless, I know my sister, my cuñado, and we can all benefit from this. We are always encouraged to read books and whatnot. And a lot of times we don't got time or whatever. So this is a really good way to actually implement that into, your everyday lifestyle and whatnot and just continue to work into things. But so yeah, whatever, I'm working on and I'm reading, I'm going to encourage you to do so. But if you got your own, curriculum and things that you're actually working on, then that's perfectly fine. But following along or whatever, and then nonetheless, this is something that I encourage, also everyone else who I interact with on a regular basis. It's a really good, really productive, way to actually being able to pick up information, and you ain't got time to be sitting and reading a book. You can just listen to it. So, that's just the thought, the idea behind it. And I know I've learned, I've already learned so much when it has to do with investing in assets and liabilities and just things and whatnot, and just getting to really just take a different look at, from a different perspective on things and whatever. But um, pretty much right now, that's all I got to say about that. And I don't think there's anything else to it. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to just work into things and whatnot and open your minds up. So, yeah, besides that.